Yo guys, what's going on? So, it's been a while since I did my last real talk. I'm going to make this one shorter because obviously I know I can kind of drag on for a long while, and that's what I'm literally doing right now. So just firstly I want to say, this speech will be powered by Cycles, Rocket Energy, and of course a can of Monster. Well, it's not absolutely zero, but the mango flavor, which is actually pretty good. One that's pretty good. It's not my favorite. Still, to me, off topic, would be number one, absolutely zero, the black and blue. Number two would be watermelon. And I'll say, well, this is sugar free. I'll say probably third will be the mango. But overall, damn, bro, that peach one, that peach and the pipeline punch. Man, those are good flavors. But then again, flavors are such a variable thing. You know, I think quite a few people are shocked that I actually like, for example, the Switch Creature, which I think is actually pretty good. But anyways, alright guys, so back to the main topic at hand. So over the past, I'll say week, I've just been out of gym completely, and yeah, obviously wasn't in such a good way. Tried to self-medicate, that didn't really help. So obviously, long story short, saw my doc, Dr. Aldo Khan. If looking for a great doctor, number one doctor, Aldo Khan, 100%. So yeah, so training, all that was put on hold, and obviously before that, I was definitely looking my best. 110 kilograms, about 13.9% body fat, measured out, lost about 7% in a month, which is very good. Then again, it was all very simplistic, small changes, which obviously added up to make a big change within a month. Obviously, that was being diet number one, and obviously reducing cheat meals to literally once a week. And then again, when I do have a cheat meal, it's normally all out, which again, I know isn't an idealistic thing, of course, because you don't want to be binging for a cheat meal. It's literally a cheat meal. But that's what literally worked. But then obviously when you're sick, hey man, the progress kind of stagnates, obviously. And I didn't train from, it was like 2 weeks ago Sunday. Tried to self-medicate, wasn't that. Only on Thursday I saw my doc and got a prescription and stuff like that. And the prescription only ended on, well, antibiotic course only ended on Tuesday. So yesterday was the first day back, and strength was good. But then obviously before this, people obviously want to know, hey, what was the main difference? How all of a sudden are you looking so good? Well, I wouldn't say so good. I want to toot my own horn. But, you know, obviously people were noticing the difference. And that, you know, that meant something for sure. Because I think I lost a lot of hope and faith in myself because, you know, I've been training and bodybuilding real hard. And it's tough when people still kind of don't really know, you know, does this guy, is he a bodybuilder or does he just train? And that was a hard pill for me to swallow. So that's why I kind of gave up on this whole ideology of competing again, because I have competed 3 times, believe it or not. And yeah, I would say that the best look I had was when I was about 21. And yeah, I was meant to compete. Then I got sick. And then I found out I had gynecomastia. Then I had that shit removed. And then that effed up my chest because obviously the removal was under the nipple. So obviously there was a big dent by my nipple, and it never really went away until like literally recently. So with all these factors in play, and you know, training hard and pushing myself to next level, next limit, this has just literally been the breakthrough year for me, because you know, I've really, you know, it was just quite great because you just notice the differences. And you know, people are always like, oh, it's all thanks to the gear, this and that. But you know, fair play. But at the same time, it's not a miracle drug. You know, you still need to work hard. You still need to push hard. Diet still needs to be consistently good. And obviously other factors as well, such as sleep and all that, has to be pinpointed and proper. And I think, you know, this was like a month of real progress. And, you know, I really pushed myself. And people saw that, which was really cool. But at the same time, obviously, I'm not on the pedestal to tell everyone to, you know, go out and use gear. This is on everyone's own discretion. Obviously, that's just the way it works. But then obviously people are going to take things what you say and twist them around. But yeah, so compounds that I used for the past 2 months would be Masteron 200, it would be Primo 200, and also it was testosterone cypionate, also 200 a week. And then I obviously introduced some Anavar as well for the past 2 months. And as I said, it was literally a span of a month where I noticed the biggest differences, because that was a time when I focused a bit more on my diet. And I wasn't revolutionary changes where I cut my calories down to like 1,000 and did all crazy shit. No. It was simplistic changes. Calories kept at about 2,000, which some might say is quite low for a guy that's taller, 6'2", 6'3", weighing easily over 100 all the time. But at the same time, I was able to sustain, maintain, and also because financially I'm not stable. Literally, unstable is a correct word when you look at me. When you think of finances, because the survival has just been literally thankful and big thankful again. A big thank you again to 10X, because like literally you've been surviving off their protein, and obviously other brands too, Cycle, MetaLab, all that. Like literally just whey protein, eggs, tuna, pilchards, depends. The only thing for me, honestly, with the pilchards is that sometimes there will be inconsistency of taste, which I just can't stomach that shit. And I would even have it on toast, and sometimes it'll be like, hey, lekker one day, shit next day, and I didn't like that inconsistency. So it was just basic stuff, and obviously oats, yogurt, just the cheaper stuff, bread, a lot of bread. And yeah, I really let myself go the past few days. You guys can probably tell by my lack of jawline, or cheek line, whatever it is. So I gained about 6 kilos in a week and a half, and that was obviously me feeling, some kind of way, depressed and stuff, because I had time to think and reflect. And I haven't been in the limelight in the supplement scheme of things for quite a while. I've just been very quiet, just dealing with all shit. But at the same time, I think I needed this break just to give an overall reflection and viewpoint of my life, because I know that I can have more. And dealing with all I've dealt with, it still obviously takes a toll with what I've dealt with. Having a family business for over 30 years, closing, abruptly, and literally having no savings, nothing like that. And yeah, obviously self to blame for sure. Obviously when you're young, you want everything. You want the cars, you want the wealth, you want the girls. But that's just like overall truth and all of that. So I would say that at least with this now, that past month, or this month that has literally recently passed, it's given me a lot of faith, and it's given me like newfound hope, because I'm like, bro, stop worrying about how you looked at 21. You look much better at 110 at that kind of body fat, without literally trying per se. Obviously I was trying, but at the same time it wasn't like I was dying on the limb to drop as much body fat as I can. It just indirectly happened, which was awesome. And also working in the gym, very active on the feet, easily 10-20,000 steps a day, and then also keeping cardio as a consistent, not just because I want to, but also because of cardiovascular health. Obviously when you're on the gear, it'd be like that. But then again, I'm a firm believer that it's best to do things incrementally than just like go in the deep end and F yourself up. So it was unfortunate that I got sick, but it is what it is. I have faith in my creator that everything happens for a reason, and obviously I have these thoughts in mind about I ain't finished in the supplement industry. I ain't finishing that, man. I ain't finishing that. And I think that the experiences I had last year obviously gave me hope, because obviously there are some people out there that know the potential that I have within, that know that I can be something great. But then again, it's such a few and far line between, especially in the local supplement industry, because everyone just relies on family and friends. It's not literally about the guy who knows the most. It's about, hey, I know you like her, come on board. And I always felt excluded from that, but last year I was included, and it felt great. And obviously I look back and I was like, damn, I wouldn't say it's a missed opportunity, because I know I ain't done there yet. And I feel that within. Only time I felt alive in a long time was recently, when I was just having ideas, conjuring up ideas for like potential products and ideas and labels, and that felt amazing, because that's where I feel my best asset is within the industry. So I ain't done yet, and I think that fortune obviously favors the brave, but obviously that depends on circumstance, and circumstance. That depends on circumstance, because what may seem wise to you might literally just be stupid in hindsight. So I am well aware I've made stupid decisions in my life, but at the same time, I don't take it back, because there was a reason and obligation for that. At the same time, I know I ain't done yet, because you learn from these things, and you're even hungry to excel and repel next time around. And that's just how it rolls. But with that being said, guys, I would obviously say this, even at 30 years old, it's never too late to dream. It's never too late to want more out of life. And obviously I'm in a different circumstance where financially I'm stuffed, but at the same time, it's still me, in essence, just being hungry and wanting to excel like I always have. Even with the family business, I would never settle down. Looking back, I should have just been grateful for having the roof over my head, and having a consistent income where I don't have to look each and every single time on my bank account when I go out to want to buy food, or when I want to put fuel in the car. And that's all I literally want, is just a better life for me and my other half. But at the same time, to excel, because I have the ideas, I have the knowledge, I have the passion. And I think that's something not many people have, especially in this industry. I'm not trying to toot my own horn again. It's just facts. Facts are facts. But yeah, as I said, I don't think I'm done. I ain't done. I know I'm not done. And that also goes to with me and the bodybuilding. Obviously I had so many ideas on board about content and stuff and photography and stuff. But I think my biggest asset will obviously lie in the ideas I have when it comes to actually curating posts, when it actually comes to designing posts. Yeah, that's where my strong asset is. And obviously stuff like this, doing reviews, doing talks. I haven't done a podcast in ages, but that will all come into play. I'm confident that will come into play, because I know that my dreams and ambitions in this bodybuilding life ain't over, because right now it's the closest I've ever been, literally, and I'm not going to let that slip ever again. And I think I had a lot of time to reflect on that. And obviously purposely it was me chowing the food, it wasn't the food going in my mouth. So I can't always feel sorry for myself, because it is what it is. I did what I did, and damn, how am I going to get out of here? But anyways, with that being said, guys, I just think that's a truthful reflection on me and where I'm lying and sitting at the moment. And again, this isn't my finale, this isn't my end, because I think now my life is literally just beginning when I'm 30, and I thought it would be like over. There's many times I wanted it to be over, in all honesty. That's why I'm such an advocate of mental health and just being around consistently good people that want you to prosper as much as you want them to prosper. Because I've always been the guy where I would support someone wholeheartedly, but to get that return, it's neither there nor here. But I don't do it for that reason. I just do it because obviously I'm a firm believer of that, and obviously if you follow his ways, you reflect his ways, and that's just how I believe, and that's just how it be. But yeah, I've still got plenty to offer, so let's see what I bring to the table real soon.